David Bowie made this painting with Damien Hirst, who described the singer as childish and childlike and brilliant fun to spin with. It is one of the star attractions in the sale, which accounts for well over 50% of the late pop star's entire collection of art.
I'm not a buyer of things. I think the only thing that I buy, addictively and obsessively probably, is art.
The sale is extensive in both content and style. There's pop art, German expressionism, British modernism, a Tintoretto, some Picasso pottery, and a chess set made by Man Ray.
So, Beth, 350 works. What do they tell us about the collector?
Well, they tell us an awful lot about David's way of thinking, how he wanted to understand the world, a very particular world, his recent history. So a lot of the works in the collection are modern British painting and sculpture. And of course, you know, he was a baby boomer, he was a post-war baby boomer. A lot of the art was made around that period, or the period building up to that moment. So David used the collection to understand his place in the world.
It is largely a mid-20th century take on British life, of city living, landscapes and coastal scenes, all of which might seem quite conservative for a man with a reputation as an avant-garde performer. He acquired much of it in the mid-90s with the help of this art advisor.
What was he like to work with?
He was the most remarkable man to work with, and he was deeply invested in what he was doing. I mean, his focus was exhausting and all-encompassing, and when he was on the subject of buying modern British pictures, he was incredibly intense, and I think you see the intensity with some of the selections in the collection.
OK, but which one of those on sale was his favourite?
He very famously talked about the Auerbach, and that's something that he lived with. And David talked about how this work could change the way he felt in the morning as he passed it. If he was feeling joyous that morning, he said, "Hell yes, I want to sound like that painting looks."
Several of these poppy postmodern pieces from Bowie's collection are priced in the low hundreds of pounds. Tantalising for some maybe, but then that's the auction estimate before the bidding starts. Will Gompertz, BBC News.